Right, we live. Episode number 3, baby.
We in this bitch.
No Limit Podcast.
Yes, sir.
Today, well, right now, I mean, it's just kind of the same day, but they don't need to know that.
Yeah. Same day, new day.
I'm a little nasally now, but we got Esteban here. We call him Bon. And then
Sacul, Larkus.
Sacul, baby, Larkus, yeah. Lucas, whatever you want to call him.
You know how long it took me to figure out that Sacul was Lucas?
Oh, yeah. It's so many people, and I explained it, and they're like, oh.
I think you told me over our
Yeah. No, because that...
Dude, if you look it up, there's a lot of people that do that.
There's like...
Nah, it's just me.
It's just you.
It's just me. I came up with that shit.
Yeah. The trendsetter.
Yeah. Trendsetter.
Yeah.
Well, here we go.
Yeah, for real.
What's up, boys?
Bon, what are you into? What do you like? Tell the people, man.
Shit, dude. I like working out. That's kind of, no, literally, that's like what my life's been.
Cars? You like cars?
I like cars. Fucking. I don't know. I just like keeping busy. You know, always trying to like find something to do, and then I like have like the one day where I don't do nothing, and I feel like a bum.
Yeah, I mean that happens to everybody though.
Facts.
But I mean. You work at Sam's as well.
I do work at Sam's Club.
Family
there.
org.
Yeah, we got.
Yeah, no, I do work at Sam's Club. Just started there. I mean, fuck, a month.
Cleats Cars side hustle.
Yeah,
cars.
hey, you need detail. Let me
We
know.
gotta get that going, man. We gotta
Yeah,
get you
drop
going.
your ad, drop your shit.
Yeah.
Those videos where they cut it off. Or whatever, I guess
Hit my guy up, yeah. It's just a whole advertisement video.
But yeah, no, literally, I just fucking just trying to work on building a foundation. You know,
Yeah.
get like a nice foundation and fucking build an empire off of it.
Oh yeah, and that's pretty much the goal with all of us. I feel like is
Having that vision and goal.
try and get out of this rut. Definitely.
Yeah.
Did you guys see that Bitcoin like that drop? Today?
Yeah, the shit with Binance.
Yeah. Did you see that?
I did not see
The
that.
1800.
It dropped to it was 8,200. It dropped.
Oh.
Bitcoin on Binance.us dropped to $8,200.
Oh,
So if you had
shit.
a limit buy set at like 10K, you like those people were able to buy a Bitcoin today at $10,000.
Damn.
And then it instantly went back up to 60K.
So
they made
quick 50K.
$50,000 in a minute.
Yep.
God damn.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I didn't know about that.
Yeah, it was like a Binance glitch or something.
Do you think that was kind of the little shockwave it sent to the market today? Because the market wasn't too pretty.
I saw that. I checked it earlier. I saw fucking AMC.
I think
took a
in
little
general, man.
There's
I mean,
a little-
AMC is going to be a little bit red here.
Oh,
We've seen some distribution happen on the chart, but overall, it's going to go. Yeah, definitely.
Thanks.
It's in a long-term accumulation, short-term distribution, but I can show you once we're
It's
done.
following the patterns, yeah.
Absolutely. Yeah, when you do the fib retracements and everything, it's lining up pretty nicely to
It's
get
kind of
going
crazy.
here.
It's kind of crazy, like seeing that shit. Just unclick it and looking at it. Literally since the shit that we sent up.
Have you accumulated more? What are you sitting at right now?
I was gonna pick up. Yeah, tomorrow I was gonna pick up 50 more. So. Because tomorrow, I feel like with what's happening right now, the beginning of the market, tomorrow is probably gonna.
I would wait until the next accumulation phase starts.
You think?
Yeah, because we're in distribution for sure. I mean, we're gonna have accumulation, but wait until the preliminary selling starts happening.
So when do you think that's gonna be by? Like,
So right now we're having the preliminary selling, but you gotta wait for it to finish and then the automatic rally. And then after the automatic rally, there should be a sell climax, and that's where you want to buy.
Okay.
Is that sell climax? Because that just
that's what I was
the best
thinking.
rate of returns. I
'cause
think.
I have the money just sitting right now, but I'm just waiting.
Yeah, so wait until it bottoms out. It's gonna automatic rally. It's gonna go up real quick again. Maybe not much, a couple percent.
Yeah.
And then it'll drop back down. On that second drop, that's where you buy.
No, that's what I was thinking. That's what the shit I was looking into. And then that person that you follow on Twitter, I can't think of his fucking
Dave?
ad right now. Yeah,
Dave's my
his
homie.
shit. Yeah.
Not actually.
Yeah.
Well, we follow each other.
Mm-hmm.
We were talking about Kanye once.
Hey, that's all you need to become homies, bro.
Yeah.
That's all you need.
Yeah. Shit's gonna be crazy, honestly. It's just the matter of time.
Yeah, time sucks balls sometimes.
That's what I'm
for it to
saying.
catch up.
Yeah.
Yeah. But it is what it is. You gotta wait.
I don't know. I mean, have you? I mean, I know you have kind of all your eggs in AMC right now, but have you looked into any cannabis shit?
No, I'm not really long on it, to be 100%
Really?
honest. I don't think the government's worried about it at all.
Really? I think they're trying to get their little snag off it. I mean, I feel like if it does go federally,
the only reason it would happen is taxes, but there's too much else going on. Why would they try and open a completely new sector to the country when, like, everything else that's going on? You know what I'm saying?
No, I agree.
And don't you think
I was just
tobacco?
I was just wondering, like, what's your input on it? And
Don't you think tobacco is just gonna step in and take it over immediately? They have all the machines, all the equipment, all the people, all the employees.
I mean, it's already happening too. Like within the
branding.
cannabis industry. Like, I don't know if you really follow anything with Tommy Chong,
No.
but the shit that he was kind of saying, like the weed that they're making now it's not weed with the way that they're producing it. Just because of they're trying to save the most money and making weed in the most effective way.
Right, but you'll get those raw, natural.
True, but I feel like they're adding more.
I just have an issue with
bullshit.
What makes Tilray different than Sundial?
Oh,
you know what I'm saying?
I still
what
have
makes them different?
I still have Sundial. I haven't.
Really?
Yeah, it hasn't made me anything. You know, if anything, I think
It probably.
I mean, I would just say the
That's what I'm
company
saying.
logistics, like anything else, but. When
they're
it does,
selling the same
true,
shit.
When it comes down to the bare bones of it, it's
all the same
shit.
thing. Yeah, it's all the same thing. It's just brand. So you're investing in a brand name. That'd be like investing in a YouTuber and saying this person is going to be more famous than this person one day. Yeah. When all it takes is one fuck up and the whole brand's ruined.
I don't know. I'm also
true.
I've been also looking into DNN. I don't know if you look into Denson Mines at all. If you have anything.
No, I haven't. No.
So pretty much I think it was a month or a month and a half ago, they came out with some news about how they struck a uranium landfill in Canada. And this uranium landfill is one of the biggest landfills that they found of uranium.
Oh, shit.
And they're only sitting at, I think it's like $1.70, $1.80 right now per share. So there's a lot of potential in it.
But how much uranium needs to be bought? You know,
True.
All you make is bombs with that, pretty much.
Yeah. And that shit with the lithium market, that shit I feel like is only gonna get.
Well, lithium's different because we.
No, I know. I'm just saying in general when it comes to supplies, like with lithium and the shit that's going on with Afghanistan, China's gonna step into Afghanistan to get there.
100%. Yeah. Eventually they're gonna come in. Definitely.
And just because everyone's going on that fuel efficient, like getting off fossil fuels.
Are you long on electric vehicles? I know you're kind of in the car market a bit.
Am I like a fan of them?
Yeah, that's what I mean by like long. Yeah.
Not so much, just cause like I prefer like popping the hood and seeing an engine. You know, like I could see like the benefits of it though. You know, saving money on gas. I know like down in like Florida and California, well, the gas prices are going fucking up like crazy.
Ridiculous.
Yeah.
What about like the Tesla Plaid doing 1.9 0-60?
That shit's crazy.
Yeah, like it's definitely like some. What's it called? Like crazy shit to go on in our lifetime. You know, like it's almost like when they invented the first car. You know, it's like
it's gonna come with cons and shit.
Yeah, like there's pros and cons to everything. I feel like.
Right, definitely. Yeah, especially when it comes down to like the AI and people start trusting that too much.
Do you think Tesla's way too overvalued right now, or is it just me? And the shit that it's been happening with Tesla.
It's more valued.
It's crazy.
It has a higher value than Amazon.
Yep.
And they barely sell cars. Amazon at least sells millions of products.
Do you have Tesla? Either of you guys?
No, I really don't own anything besides AMC. I see no point.
I
use the Warren Buffett strategy. There's no reason to diversify if you're super strong on your.
I got some money in Tesla.
Yeah, I don't own a share. That's like
I got into Tesla before like it kind of had its boom phase, even in the beginning of this year and like last year. So.
I wish I did, dude. Nate, I remember we were sitting
in
in his room
cheap
once.
though, like $70, right? Oh,
I think my average is. I mean, it's cheap. I think my average is like close to 140, which is fucking low.
That's so cheap, man.
And then Neo. Have you heard of the shit that's going on with Neo? I got into Neo so cheap. I got into Neo at like $670.
Jeez, that's how I was with Afria, man.
Yeah. No, that's how I am with Tilray. That's the only reason. That's like the main reason that I'm holding Tilray right now is just because I've been in Afria, and then when it converted over to Tilray when they merged, it's just I might as well hold it and see where it kind of goes because at this point I'm just making money off it, so it's
why not? No matter what,
exactly.
You're long on it,
that's true.
And it's just with I feel like there's so much shit that's gonna be coming out, and just with how technologically advanced things are getting, like what we were saying in the past 20 years, how much shit has changed. Like there's gonna be.
How's your drink taste?
Good. I'm getting real low to it, to be honest.
That's good. Fuck. You blocked the door.
I got a
The
Rona.
bone. Is that gonna last?
Yeah.
An hour on the cast, though?
It's
only been 12 minutes, baby.
little cuts.
It's
Little
the-
cuts.
Yeah, maybe we should have brought
You
the
did
whole
not
fucking.
prepare.
Maybe we should have put the whole bottle in here. Huh?
Put the gauge right fucking-
Yeah, for
Sponsored by.
Captain.
Brought to you by Corona.
Corona time, baby.
We got a cutting board and
Yeah.
some lines.
Gotta have a little.
You said, you are going to Dawson's, right?
Yeah.
You said so.
Probably for a little bit though, just because I gotta fucking work.
Sucks. I'm really not excited. Like, I don't really.
And honestly,
know if
I
I'm
would-
even gonna go there.
I would totally call off of work, but because I have to do the audit, like that's the one thing that's keeping me.
You know how many times Anthony's done that?
just
What?
not gone.
Especially when he has to do the audit. Especially when he's by himself.
Really?
Always. Yeah.
I called off like a couple weeks ago, for like other reasons, and I don't know. I just feel like it was just
I
a
haven't
bad.
called off since like April.
I told you about that the day I called
Yeah.
off. Yeah, so I gotta stay on the good side for now.
Yeah, I'm in deep
Probably
shit right
move that
now.
a bit closer. Talking a bit quiet. Yeah.
I'm in a little bit of deep shit at my work right now.
Really?
Yeah,
Not
what?
like in Marcus.
Nah, it was fucked. So like right now we're struggling so hard with finding people, and you know Milton, we're gonna hire.
Choppa?
Yeah.
No way.
Dude, I'm pretty sure I saw him get pulled over. The
So
other day.
he's good friends with one of my managers, Brandon, the one that wants to come on the podcast, and he Brandon was like, yo, I could get you a job. Milton's like, I need a little job on the side or whatever. And I guess when Milton came to fill out a sheet, he put down Brandon and my name. And GMs and HR, they're kind of homos.
Right.
Nothing against, but I'm just saying,
If you
like,
find this, nothing.
yeah, for real. Like, it's just how they run their job. I could run better than how they do it.
Right.
And they just saw our name, so immediately they just not hiring
Dude,
them.
did you or Anthony have Dylan Farley apply?
I don't think either. No. Well, what happened with that is Dylan just probably just wanted a job. Anthony didn't like give a good word or nothing. Like he just told him to fill out the application, but I guess they're only hiring part time or something.
Good, dude. I saw his name pop up on my interview thing, and I was like, what the fuck? Like, I don't want this kid working here. Yeah. No.
I thought, what is he even doing? Dude, I haven't
I
heard
don't
that
care.
kid's name.
Last time I saw him,
No
dude,
offense to you.
last time I saw him, he told me that we were all fake. And it's like
Oh, some girl shit.
Last time I saw him, he tried starting a fight at my house.
I saw him coming out of
On the 4th
Midtone.
July,
and-
so it's like, yeah, I don't really care what that kid's up to.
Damn.
Yeah. And I also didn't invite him.
And it's like, why?
He just showed up.
Yeah, that's.
And you were like, hey.
Yeah, and then he started like fucking screaming the N-word and shit,
Oh.
and just being a bitch. And
Yeah. Bad
we wanted-
energy.
we wanted
It's
him
one thing to
gone.
show up uninvited. It's another to like start
Ruin
like
it,
yeah,
yeah.
start an
shit.
altercation
Yeah,
just
so
because.
I was like, you gotta leave, and he
Yeah.
like tried starting a bunch of shit, and it was not fun.
For real. Because if you don't get invited to something, at least show up.
Wait, what was this? Sorry,
Nah, you're good. You're good.
was this the last party?
No, it was 2 parties ago.
Huh.
It was 2 years ago. It was the party where Nathan passed out on the road at like 4
With the
a.m.
Rona.
Yeah, on his chest.
I don't remember. I don't know.
You were there. That was the party where my mom lost her keys, I'm pretty sure.
Mm-hmm.
See, I was thinking of that, but wasn't
Yeah.
that the last one?
No. I had another one after that.
Okay.
Yeah.
My memories are bad, bro.
Yeah.
I don't remember what I had for
I'm
breakfast.
just worried who's going to be at his house tomorrow. Dawson's house tomorrow night.
Yeah,
What
I
do you
guess it
mean?
is tomorrow night.
I don't know. I just don't want to see a bunch of people I don't
I was just kind of
Oh, you're
yeah.
going to
No, I was
Or not
thinking the
tomorrow
same.
night. Oh, yeah, it is
Yeah,
tomorrow night
I mean,
now.
if-
Now it is because it's midnight.
Literally 15 minutes into
Yeah.
tomorrow, but yeah.
But
Is
Saturday night, yeah.
Oh, he's home or whatever.
Yeah, he's having like a Halloween thing, and I'm like,
I'm not dressing up, though,
literally,
I don't
I'm gonna
think
like
so.
clock out of work and drive there, and I'm like,
Oh,
doing
damn.
this too.
Yeah, no,
I feel that.
That's weird, because I'm going down to ISU, like what I was saying. I thought Dawson was going to be fucking down there, but I didn't know he was coming home.
No, yeah.
Because Ben brought it up. He was like, yeah, Dawson might stop by, but I guess he's coming home, so I didn't know.
Do they like see each other and like hang out?
So I was saying that like
I think
Ben
they're
invited
running to
him.
each other.
Yeah.
Like, I don't think it's like kind of like, hey, you're trying to do something. I think it's more of like, they just like either kind of like come together or whatever, and it's like, yo, what's up?
It's disappointing he only went there just to party.
Well,
Dawson.
No, I know, but I'm saying that's like I feel like that's a lot of people's escape in general. Like,
But is that good? That doesn't make it right.
No, I'm not saying it makes it right, and I'm not shitting on their choice, but it's just the fact that either they
It's
had
not bad to necessarily shit on their choice though, if it's constructive.
Yeah, but I'm saying like a lot of people I feel like get away to college because they're trying to escape their problems at home.
That's what I was gonna say. It's like that
right,
escape
though.
of reality.
I'm not saying it makes it right, but that route is available for kids, and that happens with a lot of people. They fall victim to, I could go down to school. I don't have my parents telling me what to do. I don't have a girlfriend telling me what to do.
Can drink and fuck girls, yeah.
Exactly.
All that meaning.
And then you start hearing
It's
about how.
like the meaning of college, like why people go to college.
But then you start hearing how they're in debt, and it's like there's a reason.
That's why it's not
meaningless,
fun. Yeah. That's how my picture
over
was.
there, Bob.
Low, real low. I'm
That's
I'm
how
down to my last sip.
I mean, I was kind of the same way for a while. Like I have a great family and shit, but I wanted to get out of my house and shit.
Right.
But
Just
when
kinda spread
if you
your
look,
wings.
if you put it into perspective, doing what I did, I'm going to a community college right now, getting it paid for. Not having to pay for that. Only thing I have to pay for right now is like barely anything, and that's so much better than having an apartment, paying for all that bullshit on top of my loans. And it's like student loans are especially fucked.
In the time you're
It's
wasting.
so
You're
fucked.
wasting 4 years of your life. You're
Exactly.
delaying your life by 4 years. That's how I look at it.
Exactly.
What are you going to school for?
I was gonna go into something with finance. I was either gonna go into business management or some financial ballpark like accounting but I'm at this point where I'm so close to finish up my associate's degree where I'm just gonna finish that shit up and then I'm just dropping out and then focusing all my energy on kind of what we have going. I'm gonna start my own channel.
We
I got
gotta
my
get.
stock shit.
Yeah, I really think you should. Even if you're recording yourself just cleaning cars once a month.
Yeah.
I really think
Dude,
you should
I like-
get recording.
Every time I've done a detail, I mean to like. You ever seen like the satisfying like detailing?
Yeah,
dude, like the TikTok.
And you can make it. That's
I
what I'm
try to,
saying.
bro, and then I
Yeah.
make it, and
Yeah.
then I sit there and watch after the detail. I'm like, bro, like this.
Because you got that nice ass vacuum.
You gotta really
See all
put
that dirty
time
water.
in.
Yeah.
I
Before,
see it, and then I'm
after.
like, yo, this like I'm not happy with it.
But
So it
people-
makes me. It's like, bro, people aren't gonna like
That's
it.
kind of how I felt with my first podcast. I wasn't happy with like
Mm-hmm.
the quality of it. It looked kind of not great, and but I still put it out just because like the conversations were good. The
Yeah.
meaning behind it was still good. And
Yeah, I feel like I just overthink it.
And that's what I'm saying,
overthink
like-
it too much.
with even just the word of his podcast, like No Limit. I feel like putting yourself out there and trying something rather than regretting not even trying it is like your biggest mistake.
yeah, like you don't want to be like 80 laying, or hopefully older, 90, 100 by
Yeah,
then,
yeah.
But you don't want to be laying on
Looking
your
back,
deck.
like,
yeah.
damn, I wish
Like-
I opened up a YouTube channel.
Yeah,
Or-
that's true.
Yeah.
Why didn't I?
Yeah.
You don't want to have kids and then they grow up, they're 10, 12-year-old kids, and they're like, Dad, why didn't you ever make a YouTube channel?
Yeah.
What are you gonna say?
Kinda like
Because
And you're stuck in that job,
Right.
fending literally just for your family
Because
and for
I-
your well-being.
because I thought
That's
it wasn't
almost like
great.
one of my fears. Is like being stuck in that rat race.
Regret,
Exactly.
dude. Regret's a huge fear.
Exactly.
Of
Or living my life in regret, like
Yeah.
And, like,
wishing
mine.
I-
Fear, man. You gotta just take those risks. You're young. Fuck
And,
it.
like-
I've read this one thing. It's like when it's scary to jump, like that's when you jump. Like
Yeah.
that's when you make that whatever the decision, that change, that choice is like.
when it's scary to
Yeah.
do so. Right.
'Cause you
And
feel
I agree with that
uncomfortable, and that's when you-
wholeheartedly.
And like
Right.
reverting back to like the first podcast we had, when we were talking about like judgment, like a lot of people like take other people's influence and judgment and then let that dictate what the fuck they're gonna
No,
do.
Their
yeah,
anxiety, a lot of people let anxiety rule their
Yeah.
life too.
For real.
Yeah, my no, not to like call her out, but Alexis, my girlfriend, she's been
Yeah.
kind of allowing her
Anxiety
anxiety
control.
and her overthinking to dictate her actions throughout her day. And I don't think that's necessarily a great thing to do.
Yeah.
I think that's where you kind of like make the choice not for yourself. You know, like whatever that is. Like
Yeah, because there's a lot of people like this kind of stuck with me, but like Matt was saying, like a lot of people either start out with a bad morning or start out with something bad happening.
Oh, yeah.
Thoughts. I wake
Yeah.
up like fuck, I'm
Yeah,
tired.
and then
I only got 8 hours of sleep.
Yeah, and
I'm
then the-
sweaty, whatever.
Oh,
it is.
dude.
and they let that
Yeah.
ruin their day and dictate the rest of the day when it's like you can flip that shit so fucking easy.
Think about when you were a
Yeah.
kid. Think
Yeah.
about when you were a kid. You could get 4 hours of sleep
Exactly.
the day before a field trip
And be outside
it
playing
did-
football all
it
and you're
fucking
up fucking 30 minutes
Yeah.
before you even normally
did
wake
not
up.
matter,
Yeah.
dude. You're up. You got your lunch pack.
Yeah,
You're like, dude,
you're
we're going to the
excited.
fucking Jelly Belly factory.
Yeah.
Let's go. Like,
Yeah.
this
Hell
is.
yeah.
I'm so excited. Why can't that be a thing now? I always tell our group, our Discord group, take that Black Ops 2 energy.
Master Proceed.
Take that fucking,
It's
I
like,
need to be Master
let
Proceed, I
that-
need diamond guns. Take that energy and apply it to
Real
factors of your life.
Yeah, dark matter.
Because you got to think, bro, that reward.
Right.
Think
Like,
about
I
how
want,
great
I
that
want dark
reward-
matter in stocks.
Yeah.
I want dark matter in YouTube. Like, that mind process, that mindset, apply it to other things.
Yeah.
You don't.
And it's like when you were like younger, like I would.
It's like letting that inner child out.
Yeah, waking up, playing video games before school, and then going to school, and then playing video
Right.
games.
I
like
used
that.
to wake up before school. Since
And
I
it's
was
like
young.
same with like a job. Like
Since-
wake up, do your shit, go to your job, and then after your job, do your shit.
Right. Since I lived right across the street from Wonder Lake, I would wake up before school, and since I had such a passion for fishing, I'd be fishing at like 6 a.m. before school, 2 hours before school.
Fishing was about.
You know, shit like that. Like, I need to apply that energy towards the other assets in my life that are going to do
That's
things
like
for me.
the tough part, though. Is like first thing in the morning,
Because
finding.
it's a desire, it's a dire want. You have to actually want and
That's
be
true.
happy with what you're doing. You were actually happy hopping in a 6-man, playing Search and Destroy for
Yeah.
Facts. Yeah.
No, yeah,
Shitting on
100%.
fucking
You have
people.
to
Your face on people doing anything
Yeah,
on?
bro.
Yeah, no,
you have
you're.
to actually be happy with what you're doing and
Yeah.
actually want to do it and have faith. And it's gonna be shitty at first. My first podcast, I'm not happy with, but it's gonna grow over time, and that's what I'm happy with. I'm happy with that process, the stair steps. You know,
Yeah.
It's progress,
take-
not perfection. Dude.
'Cause
2
you did it,
steps
bro.
forward, 1 step back.
You're doing it right now. Like you're speaking words into existence.
Right, that's what I'm
fucking
saying.
now.
Manifesting
Yeah.
that shit. Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, I'm big into manifesting. That's
Yeah.
for sure. I feel
Quantum
like
physics is a huge.
And just the
asset in my
truth,
life,
just
for
like
sure.
telling yourself truthful lies about the future and writing those fucking things down.
All because of
every
Charlie
day.
Rocket. Thank you.
Yeah.
If you ever see this Charlie Rocket, thank you
Yeah.
so much for changing my damn life. That impulsive episode, the first
shout
one.
out Charlie.
Yeah.
Change my. I'm not gonna get the tattoo and all that, but changed my life for sure. Have you guys ever watched the first episode of that?
Yeah.
Well, it's not the first episode, but
Of what?
the first podcast Charlie Rocket and Logan Paul ever did together.
That shit was crazy.
It'll change your life.
Yeah, it is literally
5
crazy how
Watch
they're
that
fucking
and then
talk.
watch The Secret on Netflix. Mindset change.
The Secret, you said?
Yeah,
Okay.
mindset. We can watch it tonight, right when we're done with this, if you want. But it's
Yeah.
it will change your mindset and the way you look at shit instantly. You'll be like, wow, because like I try and explain quantum physics, and God, I'm so nasally. That sounded bad, but quantum
Honestly,
physics.
I feel like it's
I was gonna say you
bad.
sound pretty fine.
Yeah.
You think so?
Yeah.
I think maybe you feel it.
I
so
think
you
it-
feel like you
yeah.
sound
I
it.
just feel super like congested, but
Yeah.
and I just I
Rub
can't
right here.
rub-
No,
just
straight
right
up.
but I can't. But I can't like quantify the words to explain like quantum physics and like the mind state and just really obtaining your mental, and that's really what it's all about. But once you do, it's like you build that momentum, and momentum is insane, dude.
Yeah.
Once you get that ball rolling, if you want it to keep rolling, you'll roll over
Yeah,
whatever
you'll-
the fuck is in your path.
See, I feel like I
Literally-
had that ball rolling a year
You
ago.
absolutely do, and I don't think you should be hard on yourself at all.
Yeah.
I got knocked off my grind. You know, I got
But
like.
that's
Knocked
because
off that path.
Yeah,
Your
But that's also
Yeah,
because you've been kind of
literally.
isolated. You haven't been around many people besides, your coworkers.
No, yeah,
and
that's
shit.
literally
But
it.
the more we get you here, the more we get hanging out, the more we get you involved
For
with
real.
Discord or Snapchat group chat.
Every time I'm fucking here.
It's
Good
that
energy.
momentum.
Yeah,
We'll
for
get you
real.
Dude,
going.
as soon as I fucking walked up in
For
here, it was
real.
good energy.
Yeah.
You know, fucking. It was just like. I don't know. It's like kind of like undescribable.
Dude, that's why I've
It's
been
like-
coming here as much as I can. Literally because it's like the best feeling that
And I
get.
love that, and
Yeah.
I want that
Yeah.
all for
Yeah.
all of us. Like, why would I not?
And
Why
it's
would I
like-
want it all for myself?
And the thing that's like
so
the
sad.
best thing about it too is like we're all constructive about it. So it's like we're all pushing each other to get to that
To
master
a better
prestige.
place.
Yeah.
We're not like, yo, let's
Yeah,
go
no, literally,
fucking sit
that's-
around and
Yeah.
smoke blunts and do nothing
Yeah.
and fucking.
Let's
I
talk
passed
about
that
the
phase.
walls and the paint dry.
Yeah, I
Right,
passed that.
aliens
I
and
can't.
like we do that. We
Yeah,
still do that,
yeah.
but we're
But not for fucking 8 hours.
we have that
you know?
moderation. We're moderate with it. We
Yeah.
don't do it all day, every day, constantly. We have our goals. We want to master stocks. We want to get our YouTube going. We want to.
Excuse me.
We have all these other ambitions, so we don't have time to sit there and waste on doing things like that.
Yeah, and I don't know what the philosopher's name is, but like this kind of stuck with me the other day. It was some podcast. I don't know who the fuck it was, but he was saying it was this philosopher from the 1600s something.
Damn, he's still alive.
Weird.
It's impressive.
Nah, this dude is long gone. This guy's a fossil.
Yeah, he just released a podcast last week.
Yeah. Anyways, he was in like simple terms. He pretty much said the reality you make is what you depict.
Manifesting.
True,
You literally create your own reality.
but like in the sense that your focals and your lenses in your eyes and just general of your well-being in general, what you make of it through whatever,
That's pretty much
through
what
whatever motives you have are gonna return
your intentions, your
yeah.
perspective, and your
Yeah.
intentions are everything, dude.
Yeah.
If your intentions are to always be happy and you really work towards that, you will always be happy.
fucking
That guy
happy.
Vince I have, dude, there is nothing in the world that I think that can really ruin that man's day. Unless like one of his dogs pass away or a family member or friend.
That's what I'm saying.
Like, there's nothing.
Life's gonna throw their shit. Sorry for cutting you
No,
off, but
go
it's
ahead.
true.
It's-
Life is
yeah.
gonna fucking do its toll, but you gotta realize that shit happens and it's a part of life. Life isn't gonna be sunshine and rainbows all fucking 24/7.
But it's what you do with that.
How you
Yeah.
how you respond.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's your response no matter what, and that's something I took from Nemec and really cherished because that's all it is. It's something you really want. You need to really want it, and if you don't,
I mean, you back relating it to like COD. You know, you really
Yeah.
You really
wanted
want
it.
those diamonds.
You really want that
yeah,
shit,
no,
yeah. Yeah.
You're gonna sit there and grind for however long, play all these game modes you don't play, just deal with the.
for what?
And,
For-
yeah.
and in 5 years, you're not gonna be thinking about that.
And
Right.
the thing of it too is like with the comfortability aspect, you don't want to be necessarily paving that road to just get to that one point. Like you always want to be on to that next
You
thing.
want to keep your horizons spread.
Because once you
spread
get
out,
those
yeah.
diamonds, like we've all experienced,
What's next? The next COD.
Yeah, you don't just get diamond and you're like, I'm cool.
Yeah,
You
now
want
it's
it.
like I
Yeah.
wanna.
That's what I'm saying, and
I
that's
want
what
a
I feel
trick
like
shot
a lot of
or
people.
Next you want
bullshit.
Master Prestige.
Yeah, what
Next
we
you
were
want-
talking about.
Fresh start.
Yeah.
Do it again.
Yeah, literally,
Yeah.
I'm a restart.
What we were talking about earlier, how like people get caught up on the fragment of just money, and then you get that money, and all the problems that you had, if anything, they intensify.
Yeah,
They
I
just
don't think
follow
money
you.
solves shit.
No,
Like,
yeah,
I've
100%.
explained this on pretty much every podcast I've had so far, but I want to like explain it to you too. But this is 100% a passion project. This
Yeah.
has nothing to
Dude,
do. I don't.
It's
I don't
gonna
care.
come with it.
Right. I don't care if
Yeah.
10 people watch it or 10 million. I don't care
Yeah.
if I gain a bunch of money. I don't care if I gain no money. I don't care if I lose money. It's like strictly like for my own
Self.
happiness, my
Yeah.
own myself that I'm doing this because.
I feel like that's when you create
Yeah.
something.
And
that's-
in
And
a
I just think there's-
non-egotistical manner too.
Right, and I just think there's value to gain from every human, no
Mhm.
matter what
Oh, yeah.
they can be any person,
Yeah.
unless they're terrible shit. I mean, there's still
Yeah.
value to be gained. You can gain and understand why they did the things they did.
the
but
motive.
I genuinely, in my heart, believe that everybody has something to offer. Everybody has knowledge and wisdom to offer.
Yeah.
And unless
Everyone's
like,
voice, bro. Your voice
as
is
long
so
as
powerful.
you want that wisdom and knowledge offered to you, you will get it.
No, yeah, I
You know
like
what I mean?
that perspective, that mindset.
And that wisdom and knowledge, no matter, like, yeah, we're young, but I had a bunch of 40-year-olds and 30-year-olds on my podcast today. Like, it's, yeah, we're young, but we have the experience. We've dealt with a lot, you know.
And that's the best
I
thing
feel
about it too. Us being young too. We're
Yeah.
not starting this when we're 35.
I just
40.
don't want people to think that our perspectives are blurred for any reason, because we've definitely
Yeah.
all, I'm sure we'll
We've
eventually
been-
get into it as the podcast grows, but we've all been through some shit.
Oh,
and
yeah.
It's
Which
helped
is-
us grow a ton, faster than a normal 1920.
to where we're at now.
Yeah.
I feel like age is like, you know, his age is just a number. Like literally in
It's
this,
depict, yeah.
literally, like I feel you can be 13, 14, and all the shit you've gone through in 13 years can be
Can
still,
mature you faster than an
faster than
18-year-old.
literally an
Right.
18-year-old, and it's like age just doesn't really, like you said, you had 30, 40-year-olds
I
in
feel
here,
like
like it
age
did.
just age isn't the you know, we scale everything on age, and I don't think that's how we should do it.
It's
I think
so bad.
I think
It's
we
so
should scale
bad.
thing. I know it's impossible to do, but I wish there was a way to like scale maturity. Because that's really what it is. It's maturity and common sense.
Common sense.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
For real, that is the key.
It has nothing to do with age and everything to do with experience and wisdom.
Yep.
I truly believe.
Yeah.
Open-minded is in there a little bit.
I was about to say
Yeah.
open-minded, like because you can talk to a closed-minded person and it's just
It's
like,
frustrating.
Yeah, it like starts irking your skin,
They're like,
and you're
nah, like I'm
immediately,
right.
like they're obligated to like
frustrating.
shut it down.
But everybody has those times. I've definitely,
True.
I've caught myself
True.
being super close-minded.
That's true.
Especially back
on
in the
certain
day.
things, yeah.
Yeah,
But
like on the boat or something.
I feel like the best thing to do is kind of like what I was saying. Not act, but be the dumbest person in the room. Listen to what everyone is saying. Value what they're saying.
Man.
Yeah.
Critique, ask questions, be engaged, definitely. But there's just no point. There's no reason to walk in a room and be like, I'm the smartest. I'm the best.
Or I'm the biggest dick.
I have nothing to gain from these people. I'm better than all of them.
Yeah.
What do you...
That's like your ego right there.
Right, what do you
Exactly.
get out of that? What do you lose friendships, you lose networking. Yeah, you might have $1 billion. Cool. But do you have friendships? Do you have love?
It's a miserable $1 billion.
Like those people that are running your $1 billion thing, are they really on your side?
Like, was it worth it? Essentially, you spent $1 billion to get rid of your friends.
Yeah.
Or you sold your friends for $1 billion.
Yeah, you traded your friends for literally $1 billion.
Like you sold your relationships for $1 billion.
And I feel like that's the most important thing is relationships and all that
It's
shit.
worth it. You're human. You need interactions. I'd rather be $100 millionaire, which is so crazy. It's hard to perceive. I get it, but I'd rather be $100 millionaire with great friends, and I could support all of your families, and we could go do fun things whenever we want.
Generational.
I'd much rather have that than $1 billion being unhappy, egotistical,
and having no one
with no friends. Why would anyone?
That'd be the most miserable.
Yeah,
life,
and people
who do you get to share it with?
Yeah,
no one. Yourself.
Fake people.
Your fucking
people
accountants, your business people.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. People that are just there for that reason.
The people that are just embezzling off you. Yeah.
Did you say generational wealth?
Yeah.
That's exactly what I'm trying to build.
That's what I'm saying. Like I'm
can't
all
build it without passive income.
Yeah, I'm all about leaving a mark and leaving a legacy. Even though we are all fucking the 7-8 billion people floating on this fucking rock, whatever, you still can make a part in history. And I want to.
Dude, the way I see it,
it's all about innovation. Don't play in the game, play outside the game, and add to it.
Yeah.
Right.
Add a new rule. Don't play in the game. Don't just be a piece. Fucking moving around the board.
Copy and paste.
Going to the grocery store, getting oil change, making dinner. You don't want to
be a consume.
Right. You don't want to be a sim in the game. You want to be a creator of the rules. You want to change the game fundamentally.
Yeah, that's true.
You know
add a new level, add a new
add a new perspective, a new you just want to innovate the game, make it better.
No, it's like if one man's done it, you can another man can do it.
Exactly.
Do it even better.
Anything that's not physical. Not everybody can be LeBron James.
Right.
But everybody can have LeBron James mindset.
Yeah.
Everybody can have the same frequency and the same desires as LeBron James and get there and be obtainable.
And it's even like Michael Jordan, Kobe, Mike Tyson, all of those people. They're all at those high peaks, but they wanted to be coached. They're coachable people. They want to learn. They want to be students to the people of their environment.
They all have one thing in common. They all want to get better.
Yeah.
Every day.
Yeah. No matter how much money they have, how big their house is, how many
look at their
jets
physical
flying.
stature. You know what I'm saying? Michael Jordan's a lot smaller than LeBron. You know who's a lot smaller than Michael Jordan? Or than LeBron too? Kobe Bryant. Mm-hmm. You know who's a lot bigger than LeBron? Shaquille O'Neal.
Yeah,
you know what they all have in common? The same fucking mindset.
Yeah, dude, Shaquille O'Neal's tapped into fucking 100+ things now.
That's what
dude,
I'm
you
saying.
see that man is like all over the place.
So many
he's a definition of chasing the bag.
He's pretty much
he is a hustler.
Yeah, no,
he's what made Ring Doorbell. Ring Doorbell.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah,
Papa
it
John's.
wasn't really much.
Yeah, it's the Papa John.
It wasn't really. You know, Matt knows Papa John.
Really?
Yeah, he
Matt Meacher?
No, Skip.
Oh, that Skip.
Yeah, he
I was gonna say what?
He's been to his house and shit in Michigan. He lives in Michigan.
Oh, really?
Yeah, Matt's been to his house. He knows him personally.
Damn.
Papa John.
Well, you know the
guy.
fucking dude that created the peanuts.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Small ass world.
Yes,
that's like a small ass world.
Walgreens. Are you picking up your?
What's up, Papa?
Yeah. Hey, what's up, Papa John? No, yeah, literally. You know,
Wow, you gotta crack a Rona or something.
Well, that's what I was sitting here thinking this whole time. Was honestly, I've had Captain Coke maybe once. This is my second time, And I'm just thinking about how I can get through that door without fucking up the
We can
camera.
cut.
Yeah, we can cut.
I can cut the podcast.
Yeah.
See you later, bitches.
Hey.
We back, baby.
Yeah.
We back. All right, sorry. We had to do a little cut there.
Yeah. Had
A
a
little
little
more
tinkle.
booze.
Little potty break.
A little more booze in the old system.
Hey,
Was that necessary?
It was
cheers.
definitely
On my
necessary.
fucking
Hey,
podcast.
It was necessary for the audience to
Cheers.
Cheers to that
Cheers
first
to
half.
Yeah.
Oh, it's mad at me.
They said don't cheers me,
Stop,
bitch.
stop cheersing me.
The computer, I'm drunk.
I'm drunk, bitch. Leave me alone.
Oh, my flashlight's on. That's no bueno. So what's the move? When are Tommy Jensen commented? Nice.
I just saw him at my the other day, but I had to do like a double take. You know where you just kind of like look at someone and then you're like, oh,
What's up?
yeah, that's what it was.
Yeah,
He's like,
yeah.
what up? And then I was like, I looked down and I kept shopping. I was like, oh wait, what up?
Nah, it's weird as fuck. I don't know whose story you were on recently, but I saw you on someone's
90
story.
views.
And I was like, I haven't seen Bond in a fucking
I hope I changed 90
Was
lives.
either
Don't win
David's
it.
or Matt's, maybe?
Can we talk about that? The branding of the podcast a little bit?
No Limit?
Yeah, I think it's super.
I'm here for all the
It's
talk.
super deep, right? Like,
For
I
real.
mean, it's
It's just like Nike, I feel. I'm not even in a comparable aspect, but just how the simplicity of Nike.
it's simple. And
Yeah.
it's like just put no limit on what you do.
Yeah.
No, yeah,
limit
literally. It's
on-
more like, you know, you're like that's your podcast, but like apply that to
Life.
literally
Life, it's super
Yeah.
applicable.
Mhm.
You know, you got low gang in the Jake Paul or whatever the fuck. It's like that.
As much
That
as
means
it
nothing.
Yeah, facts.
There's no
But-
meaning behind the brand.
That's what I want. I just want it meaning. I want to be able to help people. I want to be able to direct people.
Inspire. Inspire.
I mean, I'm not there. Don't get me wrong. I'm not there.
But
at
you'll
all,
get there.
over time. I hope.
Defo.
Nah, fuck the hope. You will.
No, I know I will. I know I will.
Yeah.
It's time. I mean, it's gonna be a process and
all
everything.
matters.
Time's
I
little
just really wanna-
hourglass.
I just
Wanted
wanna
to do
take
his
everybody
thing.
I wanted to
love.
get a tat of an hourglass.
Yeah.
You fucking.
I want to just take everybody.
I've
I
been thinking
love
about
and care
that too.
If
Same,
A-
for
I've
It's just
already-
the money aspect.
Yeah,
I
they're
already-
expensive.
I've already committed. If AMC makes me a millionaire, I'm getting a gorilla tattoo with like.
I'll
a
give one with you.
Yeah.
I mean,
I'm almost positive it'll make me a millionaire.
Where are you gonna get it? The tattoo.
Hmm?
Where are you gonna get the tattoo?
Probably
Oh, my
on the side
sister-
or something, forearm.
my sister has some good places where they're actually like not too expensive.
Oh, where am I? Like
No,
where?
no, like where?
Oh, on the
Oh yeah,
body.
probably the thigh or something.
Good thing
Dude, I'll get a
Awesome.
matching.
Yeah.
Oh, fuck
You
it.
gotta do it on your cheek.
Why would I not, dude? I really genuinely believe this movement's gonna make me financially free.
So you really like, you know, I know you said you have all your eggshells. and-
I literally
or eggs
have
and fucking-
98% of my money in AMC.
So you're really like confident,
I am
like
so confident.
to me the person who like I'm honest, I don't invest like crazy. You know, I'm not sitting here like when you guys were talking about that earlier. I was just like
Yeah.
I was just listening. I was learning from you
Yeah,
guys. you know?
Right.
Do you like recommend? Like you really
Yes.
recommend?
Oh,
Imagine,
AMC.
okay.
Definitely.
This
Because I have maybe 13, 14 shares. It's not crazy.
multiply
amount.
that by 250, and that's how much money you're gonna have in a month or two. That's the point. Is every leg up this thing takes, it's gonna be a multiplier.
That's only gonna get stronger.
It's only gonna get stronger. Yes. Imagine. So this is the situation. Imagine I owned every single microphone
He'll
in the
explain it.
earth. In the earth, right? I own every microphone, and Bond's sitting there. Damn, I want to start a podcast. I need a microphone. Goes on Google. The only microphones for sale in the whole world are on my website
From
for
Steve.
$100,000 each.
Okay.
But you really want to start a podcast, so if you
and you need that microphone.
that's what AMC is.
Yep.
We own every share, and they are creating synthetic shares to short the stock and drill the price
Dark
down
pools.
to try and shake people out so they can acquire real
We just have the
shares.
Same thoughts.
Yes, so they can acquire real shares to cover their positions. That's pretty
Okay.
much what's happening. So if we own the whole float, we own every liable share, we get this to decide the stock price at the end of the day.
And pretty much they've been breaking their back for the past year over this.
Lost billions of dollars.
Billions.
They've
Citadel,
made money.
for example.
I mean, they've made money on the way down, obviously, but that's also
Yeah.
due to their corruption.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, but it's pretty much that analogy. Imagine I owned every microphone. I can charge what I want for it.
Yeah.
We the
Control
apes,
the price.
We the AMC investors can control the price of the stock once it gets to that point.
Because we're beating the format of how the market has been. We're beating that corruption. We're
Right.
breeding. We're pretty much. This is a whole new wave. Like
Right.
what is happening literally in this past year is
Never happened ever.
happened before. It's
So
a once in a lifetime.
Once it does squeeze, and once we're out of these Wyckoff accumulations and distributions and this
Bullshit.
manipulation,
That stuff is interesting. I was talking to Brian
sorry.
Baum the other day at the gym. You know, there's been a couple times where we'll just stop and talk for like, you know, like more than the usual small talk, and he'll like get really about the Wyckoff theory and all that, and like that
because
shit
it
is crazy.
Everything. It's
Yep.
manipulation. It shows
It's what's
market
Yeah,
manipulation.
it's what these big institutions and banks
And if you can use it and figure out how the banks are moving their money and
you're winning
in
90% out of the year.
Exactly. You'll win then because you're not tracking the stock price. You're tracking the banks moving the stock price.
And that's what most retail investors don't know because
Right.
they just put their money in stuff with hope. And
they'll
with
do a
emotion.
couple resistant lines. They'll be like, "Oh, the price got choppy here. You know, I'll buy next
on
time
this
it goes here."
reverse, or we'll buy on this downtrend.
But they're not looking to see if it's a distribution pattern, an accumulation pattern. They're not
yeah.
looking at the fractals. They're not looking at the fib retracements, everything else,
Yep.
the Elliott waves,
The Elliott
everything
waves.
else that plays a factor in the share price.
So that leads me to my next question: is like, are you like always just watching it when it's like the right time to buy, or are you just
I've called a couple
Yeah.
crazy day
Facts.
trades,
okay?
like 15% day trades.
Like we'll be on Discord and he'll either post some pictures or screenshots of some shit where you can make a quick grab.
yeah, a couple bucks quickly.
Yeah.
Like, but I haven't stepped in because I'm in the long game.
Yeah, he's
I'm
holding.
not day trading.
that like so you're trying to like
I'm trying to master day trading while just holding.
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah.
Because the thing with day trading is if you don't have it mastered, it's going to be a 50-50
There's
gamble.
no goddamn point.
Yeah,
what
you're
Gabe
flipping
is
a coin.
doing, fuck.
I used to work with the
really
guy
shouldn't have
who-
name dropped, but
Yeah.
what that one person's doing that we all know, the Forex,
Yeah. It's a bunch of
it's
bullshit.
bullshit. It's a pyramid scheme, 100%.
Yeah.
There's no,
It's funny how defensive.
Why is he
They are.
working?
Yeah.
Right.
Why is he promoting working from home?
If you're promoting
Yeah,
something,
and then
it's already fucking
Yeah.
like it's sus. Like why are you
He's
promoting?
trading
so
on
much?
margin.
And like what we were saying about closed-minded people, he's so closed-minded on the fact of what he does. He doesn't take in any sort of criticism because he thinks it's an attack.
He thinks he's like lucky when it's like, bro, anybody that came across that guy marketing his bullshit
Yeah.
could have done the exact same
And once
thing.
he's
Could have
out of the
given him
game,
a couple $100.
once
to-
he's
Well,
out of the game,
I'm sure you
everyone-
guys have too. Like those Instagram DMs you get, like, hey, you know, you
right,
try
or like the
Forex.
YouTube chat,
Yeah.
or like the
And they fucking they reel you in with like these rented fucking cars, whatever it is,
That's
all
what it
this
is.
money they're making.
Right, right.
manipulation.
Look at what I'm doing, and
Yeah.
it's just not true. It's not real. How do you
Yep.
expect a 22-year-old dude on YouTube ad to master the stock?
And
market?
they're the
That's
thing
not
through
reality.
the thing through what they're trying to give is they're making money on. That's why they're trying to promote.
So those people that sell their, I guess, same topic. Do you like those people that sell their fucking like their lectures or like their
courses.
their courses.
Yeah,
that's what I
so
was
pretty
looking
much what those people do is they just lie, saying they're making all this money, and that
But-
through this course you can make a fuck ton of money.
But
And
they're
that's how
making
they
that money
really
off
make
the
that money.
course.
Yeah.
Exactly.
And then if you think about it, if this course is $250, if you got
If you get a conversion rate of 1,000 people, you just made 250K.
See, I feel like it's so see through for us, but then there's people who like
well, that's
It
the
wasn't
thing.
always
Well,
like
that
this.
that is the thing. Is with our generation and people in general, they're just trying to get without
Everyone
hard
is
work.
simplistic.
a quick
Yeah.
buck.
Yeah,
Everyone's
not trying to put the work
everyone,
in.
everyone doesn't want to put the work in, so they're gonna buy these courses and they're gonna buy these plans in hope that I don't have to put in this work. Someone else is gonna do it for me, and I'm gonna make money.
Everyone's
in rea-
simplistic. They want
Yeah.
the easiest
When in
money
life
possible.
has any if something comes that easy, bro? Like
but that's just media.
What
Yeah.
happened to too good to be true? What
Exactly,
happened to that
and,
statement?
and that's
Literally.
like a thing I use with
That's
a lot
why,
of things.
no offense, but that's what I felt about the FBA.
Yeah.
It's like, what happened to
Yeah.
too good to be true?
And that's I agree, and that's how it is with a lot of things. Is like
I kind of
a lot of people jump into things and they don't put in like perspective of is this too good to be true? Because I would say 90% of things that
It's
are
too good to be
it's
true.
too good to be true.
Most
Oh,
of
yeah.
the time.
Yeah, you're
it's-
losing
it's
money on it or you're breaking even, if that.
Just
So it's-
with financials, dude. You know,
Yeah.
you get lucky in life, right? But just with financials, just take the course, man.
Yeah.
Just do the right thing.
And
Do
what I
it.
was saying with him and what he's kind of told me is everything is at your disposal. You just got to put in
Any
those
question.
hours. Yeah.
Literally, there's no question. There's nothing where you're like, damn, I don't know the answer. I wish I knew the answer.
And that's
there's
what,
nothing in the world that you can't just
and that's what people take for granted. Yeah.
answer right there.
Because they
No,
don't.
yeah, see, that's like you guys, like Jason and like Matt and like Brian, that Discord, like that, like all you guys and like just sit there and like research all this and like know
we
this
hop
stuff,
in
like,
calls. It's like a
dude,
it's
that
literally
stuff's
like
like
a party.
Like from my position, I'm not gonna speak for everybody, but like that's like admirable. Like you guys literally like. You know you're grinding, like you're literally putting
and we
in
want like
countless
Day and night,
hours.
dude. These
Yeah.
sacrifices, because we know that these
it's
sacrifices.
gonna be a
Right.
process, so we're gonna have.
You guys
to
aren't
shape-
just waking up like I'm gonna make a quick buck. That's you know what I'm saying.
Right, we
like
don't
you
want
guys,
that. I'm in the long game with that.
No one is an overnight success unless you bought Bitcoin in 2011. Like
Right.
it's not happening.
Yeah.
And like as much as you want to believe it, the more you waste your time on believing that shit, it's not gonna get you anywhere.
Right. That's where luck kind of plays a role, but. With like the friends thing, thank you for saying we're admirable and shit. I don't want to just kind of throw that over.
Yeah,
but,
for real.
But we
Welcome.
want more people. We want as much help as possible. But the issue is there's going to be some tough losses eventually where we
have to
kind of shake people out.
because
and
with energy, you don't want to be putting your energy into someone that's
we
not.
we got to find who's really about it.
Right.
Really, gang members say that.
Because
but we're saying
Well,
it
like-
from a different perspective.
yeah. Like I was say, it's the same principle
yeah.
as like obviously not fucking either you in or you like die. But
Right. It's like instead of in or
But
die, it's
blood,
in or
bro.
you're out.
yeah, it's like either you get fucking beat out or like. But
I
like,
just don't have the time, man. I just can't. I can't babysit.
And that's
can't.
And that's what we're so caught up on, literally making time. In my analogy, making time our bitch rather than time.
The other way.
ruling your world.
We
Yeah.
want to control our world instead of our world controlling us. And the first step to doing that is
And it
time.
sucks. It hurts. It hurts because we want your friends to be successful.
Right,
You want, but
sacrifices are what
you
really
want them
do-
at your table, like
Yeah.
you know, like, you want to see everybody eat.
because you see the value in them.
You gonna
But
drink that Rona down there?
You want it?
That bad boy?
Yo, did we not grab extra Ronas?
We didn't grab extra Ronas.
Mother.
But you guys got the Coke and Captain.
Yeah.
Can you pop me?
Yeah, I got you.
But
One though.
for me, it's sacrifices.
Yeah.
It's interesting to see, say Dawson's party was like a huge big thing Saturday. It'd be interesting
We can
to
talk
see,
about that again. If you
Right,
want.
but it'd be interesting to see if I had a podcast tonight, who would show up. That's the
true.
kind of shit I'm talking about.
That's
right.
Loyalty.
Not the
I
fucking-
talked about it the first podcast. 21 Savage has
the
it.
greatest
Loyalty or
line.
love, because
Exact. Love
somebody
don't really
can
mean
love
jack
Love you
shit.
and stab you.
Yeah.
Someone,
stab you in the
someone
back.
who loves you can turn around and stab you right in the
That
back.
should give you the chills.
Yeah.
Loyalty is so much more important than
Than
love.
love.
I have no fucking fans, nothing.
Yep.
I don't care. The loyalty, Lucas's loyalty of showing up here, knowing I have no fans, knowing I don't get views, and especially if he had other obligations to do, made
still
that
here.
sacrifice and did that, that would mean 100x to
And
me.
this is my
More
first time
than-
sitting down today.
More
Yeah.
than someone just
Yeah, perhaps
happening
you
to
can
make
grind
time
it.
to be able to come because I have no viewers. But one day, when there's 100,000 people watching or 200,000 people watching, people will be begging.
Let me get on.
People will be begging to come.
I don't know if you guys follow, like, if you guys are fans of like Jack Harlow. Jack Harlow's that boy.
Jack
Shout
Harlow
out
is
Jack
a
Harlow.
funny ass.
Him and Drewski, bro,
motherfucker.
funniest duo.
Drewski is a fucking legend too.
There's a like video like a day in the life of Jack Harlow, whatever.
Yeah, and he's keeping his personal biz out.
Yeah, and he's got his homeboy with him who he grew up with, like
That's how I wanted
that,
to
like,
grow up. I
loyalty.
remember Fat Lil Bond from freshman year.
on the
fucking-
football field.
You know what I'm saying?
Sixth grade,
Didn't
bro.
talk to anyone.
That's what I was telling
all
him, was
put to
like,
himself
because he
and
asked
shit.
me like what happened or whatever, and literally just high school came by, we just fucking
Yeah, we
Saying-
split.
And
Yeah,
the number
literally.
one thing I want the most
And it
is to
sucks.
see
No,
Bond.
yeah,
I want to see you
100%.
way more often, bro.
You know what I'm saying? The number one thing I want to see the most is Bond. Fucking beautiful wife, kids, retired your mom, retired
Got some
whatever, you know?
properties.
I want to see that for you.
I feel like that's like what I want to see for like anybody who has ever brought anything.
Exactly.
Even if it was, bro, one conversation I had with the person that was like great, like fucking 5 years ago, 6 years ago.
Right.
Like they brought that value in that moment to me. Like, dude, you gotta win.
And that's how it was 2 nights ago. Literally 2 nights ago, I was here and we had a conversation with Matt and Skip, and it was hours.
Yeah, in that family, we were up to like 3 a.m.
Yeah.
But that family bond, that dire want of me wanting you to succeed and you wanting Jackson to succeed and Jackson wanting Lucas to succeed.
I wish Jackson was here.
Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like that whole bit, that trifecta, that
Everyone's contributing
working,
their energy.
That is so powerful.
Like you were saying earlier, that
fail,
team.
exactly. If you fail at something, then I don't have to fail
Yeah.
at it. If he fails at something,
And
then
if-
I don't have. You know, then you don't have to fail.
Yeah,
at it.
for example, like bouncing off of what Steve was saying, us three currently right now, it's way better to have 3 minds bouncing off of than just yourself.
That's
because
right.
if there's 100 mistakes laid out on the table and it's just you, you're gonna have to go through those 100 mistakes.
And that's
but
the
if
purpose of
if
Discord.
Steve makes a mistake, Steve can be like, "Hey Lucas, hey Bond, don't do this," and then
You like
Sweet,
learn off each other.
But the important part of that is the reaction. Is if you guys listen and answer, be like, "Oh, bet!" Like I was trying to do that, but
Yeah.
it didn't happen.
Yeah, like,
what's
thanks,
happening
bro.
right now is I'll send some shit like that, and
it'll
it's
be
just
dead.
crickets.
Yeah,
Nothing.
he'll be throwing some trash in the water.
Nothing.
That's almost like like you were saying earlier, dumping your energy.
And that's
into
what I'm
it.
saying is eventually we're gonna have to shake people out, and it's gonna happen. It's not like I don't want to be your friend. That's just I don't want to be your business.
No, I
partner.
feel like that's what I was say. I feel like friendship and business partners and like
It's
networking.
two completely
two
different.
different things.
But I genuinely, in my heart, in my soul, want to help. I have nothing, but
Yeah.
I still want to help everyone I care about so much. We've been distant. And there's been times where we haven't talked, but no matter what, I've always went out of my way, texted you, being like, hey, it could have been 4 months, been like, hey, Bon, I hope you're doing well. I hope you're grinding. I hope everything's going
Snapchat
well.
story or something.
Yeah,
No matter what, it's like I care about you. I'll think about you. I hope you're doing well.
You posted a fucking. I noticed that too. Like we'll like come in contact here and there.
Yeah.
But yeah, I agree. I saw you posted completely random a picture of you. I think
Someone at my neck.
you've been probably killing back or something.
Oh, yeah,
Working
right.
out.
In the
Yeah,
gym,
bro.
yeah.
And I think maybe I said somewhere I was sitting there. I was like, yo.
Yeah, Anthony hit me up. A bunch of people were hitting me up.
I was like,
that
yo,
haven't
this
talked
this
to.
guy fucking,
Yeah.
he's getting it. I was gonna slide
Yeah.
up, but for, whatever fucking reason in that moment in my head, I
And
was
that
like,
support, especially from someone you know that
It's
is-
so crazy. It's so crazy what one little Snapchat can do.
But you don't want to let that get.
No, I know, but
you
I'm
know,
just saying in general.
You don't
like,
want that judgment to be your main drive.
No,
Right, no.
True, but I'm
But-
saying it adds on.
But
No,
when
yeah.
it comes from someone you know
Yeah.
that will critique you and that will, push you to do your best, when you hear a compliment from someone like that, it means 10 times more
Facts.
no, yeah, 100%.
than anything else, I think. Imagine you heard your back look good from like Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Facts.
That would have meant 100 million times more
Yeah.
than Anthony. No offense, but Anthony saying
True.
Because
Fucking
it's like that guy-
8-time fucking yeah.
Exactly.
Yep.
And I just think that plays a big role in like the outcome of things. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Those compliments, those little things.
the
I
genuine one, like
feel- right? The
genuine.
genuine compliments from the people that actually, the people that'll text you and be like, "Yo, Lucas, that your back looks like shit. You probably should just not post that."
Yeah, like fuck you.
Those people, when those people turn around
bro,
and
you
say,
look
"Bro, your back looks great," those are the compliments where you're like, "Thank you so much."
That's
Yeah.
how it is.
In my opinion, I don't really
Yeah.
care about like random ass people being like, "Yo, that's dope." It's like, oh, cool.
I feel like
but you
there's
don't
a
know.
handful. I would say, like literally, I can count on my fingers of people whose like words, or not even just count, but words mean more than anybody else's words. you
Yeah,
know?
and that's how they like with that bag thing. Like I'm not the type of person to do that kind of shit. Cause like I'm not gonna
It
be.
did look good.
Hey, it was
It
looking
looked
good as fuck.
Yeah, but like
That was great.
I put it in the group chat, like my homie group chat, where it's Bang, Kyle, Dom, Eric, like the OGs, and they're all like, "Damn, like I'm inspired. Like, nah, I want to hit the gym. Now I feel like I'm on my ass doing nothing. Like you're putting in
Yeah,
fucking
no,
work."
100%.
But the gym's not all of it.
No,
There's
I
so
know.
many other
There's
ways.
more,
Like, you
it's
know
a
my
life-
thoughts on
Yeah,
that
yeah.
kind of
That
thing.
that's the thing with like the gym. Like for instance, I'm only using the gym right now, and honestly, I'm only working out like 3-4 days a week, if that. But it's that tool to add on to my.
It's
drive.
like a. It's like laying down the tracks to get on the path.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
You need,
it's a tool. It's not a clutch.
but
It's
I
not-
just
yeah.
don't think that it's sustainable long term unless you're gonna make a career
Exactly.
out of
Like
it.
I'm not gonna be some fucking Larry Wheels, fucking taking all these fucking SARMs and all this
Right.
bullshit.
I don't think it's sustainable. As long as you're moderately healthy, especially at a young age, do your work, get your grind done, get your business set, get your plan set. Don't worry about the gym. You'll have the rest of your life to do that.
Exactly.
See, I just think I 100% agree with you. I just think for me, this will be a personal, obviously, like not speaking for anybody else, but I've just never been like fit like that, you know. And then like I've just been constantly like fucking breaking my fucking back.
Just body shaming yourself.
Yeah, literally. You know, I'll look in the mirror.
But
and
for
it's like,
what? Have you ever thought to yourself like, why am I doing this?
Yeah,
I have,
real,
and
the
it's
why, not
Judgment. It always comes out of judgment.
personal judgment.
You're right. Really? You
Yeah.
judge yourself, but why?
Yeah.
Do you think those judgments are built from society? Like from society?
I think
'Cause
it's
everyone else-
built.
There's no way
from-
you adapted a negative self-esteem by yourself. That's impossible.
I think okay,
TikTok and Instagram, maybe.
maybe.
No, I would think it's more like in the moment, personal, like you hanging out with. I really don't want to name drop. I mean, they're not gonna watch this. Maddie Zop, people like that, you know, where they're like, you know, you gotta look good, you know, you gotta go get some
See,
bitches. Those
that
when you're hanging out with
almost
those kinds of people,
That almost ties into like the party.
right? When you're hanging out with those people consistently, though, it can tamper on your own mindset, and it can make you feel invalid. When you're not, I think you look great. I think you're
I was gonna say,
I appreciate that. I do. Like I've been.
And but think
seeing
about
how far you come.
think about gym.
Thank you.
2 hours a week, or 2 hours a day, 5 days a week. That's 10 hours a week times 52. That's 520 hours a week divided by 24. How many days did you just waste in the gym? If you stop for
there's
1
weeks
month,
that go 7 days a week.
that's what I'm saying. If you stop for 1 month, gone.
Yeah.
Progress is gone.
And that's the fear that kicks in with me.
That's what I'm saying. In my mind, that
But with the
equates-
moderately healthy thing, like what you were
If you're
saying.
moderately healthy, you don't have to worry about that. Just get your
And we're
shit
young.
done. If you want to get big when you're 25 and you got your business laid out and you got some employees, you're doing your thing, do it. But when you're 19, what is the point? You're not even mature. Your brain's not fully developed. Your body's not fully developed. What is the point?
I think it just really hit me like after. I'm not trying to get all fucking sappy and sad. but, like,
you're good.
after fucking me and my ex broke up or whatever, you know that like.
That's
kinda,
definitely
like,
a drive.
Yeah, it
Because you don't
took
feel
a-
like you're enough.
dude, literally it. You don't feel like you're enough. You feel like you just feel like
I feel like
the
that's where you
littlest
just gotta use
speck
that-
of dust.
I feel like that's where you got to use that perspective, like bro.
You use that pain.
There is almost 8 billion people on the planet. Who cares about the one person in front of you that thinks you're invalid? You know what I'm saying?
It's so much easier said than done.
There's hundreds
you know?
of millions of other people. You're in McHenry.
You gotta look at the little things.
Right, you're in McHenry, Illinois. Some shit town no one's ever heard of. You know what I'm talking about? There's millions and millions of other people.
Chicago area.
That shit will come naturally.
That's why people just say they're from Chicago, bro. Nobody knows.
Yeah, for real. I'm from the Chicago area.
Yeah.
You're an hour out.
Like, oh, you live in the city.
Where you live in
A
Chicago?
town outside of Chicago.
Oh, McHenry County.
And it almost,
Yeah,
I
Chicago.
feel like it almost takes some arrogance to think that way, but it's almost necessary. You know what you know what I mean? Like you have to be like it sucks ass, but in the back of your head you have to be like, there's 7.8 billion other people.
Yeah.
You know what
No,
I mean?
yeah,
There-
100%.
There's so many other fish in the sea. There's so much opportunity. You don't have to build a relationship with one girl and be like, this is the girl.
Yeah.
You know what
That's
I'm saying?
true.
And
There's
same with,
so
like-
much. But at the same time, you have to limit that because if you flip it, then it's unlimited. Then you're never gonna find the right girl because your standards will be out of the fucking park. You'll be looking for something that's impossible.
Right, that's true.
So you got to kind of balance that, and people grow. You can work with people, and tell them. Me and Alexis weren't perfect. Obviously, we had to
Same with me and
Right, you have to
Yeah.
grow with people, but if you find someone that hits a couple of those big points and they're off on a couple, you can work with that, and they'll do the same for you, I'm sure. But
And that's healthy.
I just think that after a breakup, that major perspective needs to be, there's so many other people.
And that's the thing too. Is like
It's so hard to change.
I know
and
because
that's
of the memories, because of the in the moment, like damn, we built so many
And-
things you said to me, like
I
in
feel
the
like
moment, but-
especially after a breakup, that's when your ego, I feel like full.
your pride is just
yeah.
full. Like,
It's full of,
Content.
and that's where like you really lose control because you literally you kind of acknowledge everything about yourself rather than everything that's going on. And
That's
then,
true.
Well, and especially if you're an overthinker and anxious, you try and process why.
Yeah.
Why did this happen? Why did I do this? Why did
you're picking out
everything.
the
And
pieces.
then you
like
break
nitpicking.
down. You break down 6 months worth of things that happen in your brain in a week, and then you're not eating right, you're not showering right, you're not sleeping right, you're not thinking right, you're not motivated. It's just shit gets thrown off so much because you just want to know why.
You're literally the one sitting on the side waiting to get out.
But I feel like you have to ask yourself, why am I doing this? What am I gaining from this? Am I going to gain flaw? Am I going to know my flaws now so I can build on it?
Is this going to make my life better?
Am I going to make myself miserable? Am I like, you have to value that shit out sometimes, and sometimes you just got to be like, it's not worth it.
Yeah.
Yeah, you hit that period where you realize it's not.
Yeah.
Yeah, like I gotta get over this. I gotta keep chugging, man. Because in 5 years I won't be thinking about this.
Because, like, I'm not even trying to tie this shit in, like, not even like the soulmate or the perfect one, but I personally think that, like, when that shit happens, you should just fully focus on what you have going, and then that person's gonna eventually come into your life.
Right.
Regardless of what you are doing, and even if it's a friend at first, like becoming a friend,
platonic relationship.
The natural aspect of just letting that shit happen.
Rather than bouncing onto the chick, onto the next chick, onto the next chick.
I need to find me a chick. I need to
get,
I need to go to the club looking nice to get me a chick.
I feel like once you get into that state of like I need, like I want, like that desperation is where like
and you start
blaming.
I think it's just focus. Wouldn't you say that? If you're focused, like I need a girlfriend, dude. I need somebody to keep me from being lonely.
Yeah.
It's but you could switch that focus to I need me a business that's gonna pay for my money,
and I need to master how to be alone,
and then I'll get a girlfriend.
Why do you think I got into detail and like?
That's what I'm saying. It's all perspective and like how you view shit and your morals and your values.
Yeah. No, that's true.
And until people can organize that in a way to where it fits best for their life and their long term. See, this is where people can do it, but I think people don't do it strategically while being honest and thinking ahead.
On top of fads that people fall into.
Trends, yeah, but with relationships and shit, I don't know necessarily.
Dude, the media is hard on that shit though. I feel like with relationships,
especially nowadays,
everyone's lonely on social media, and it's a negative.
And it spreads.
That's what I think is the issue. Have you guys ever felt like just stuck? Just like in your head, can't like your closest friend can be sitting next to you, and you're just sitting there like.
And they say something, and you're like.
You got nothing to say.
Like you're disassociated.
Right.
Yeah.
That like, and I think that happens because of social media. Because whenever you're bored, you're never bored anymore. Whenever you're bored, you just open your phone and start scrolling. Yeah. You're not bored. The people don't get bored. Remember when you were a little kid and you're like, fuck, man.
What the fuck am I
need to go do something.
Yeah, you can go fucking go throw rocks outside. Or some shit.
The worst feeling in the world for me when I was younger would be when I'd miss school and it would be gorgeous outside because my parents wouldn't let me go out. And it'd be like, why did I miss school?
Yep.
And that's kind of what I'm talking about. It's like where you miss on your priorities and then you want to do the reward, but now there's no one to tell you no. So now you just do the reward every time, and then eventually after doing that for so long, you feel like shit.
Yep.
You're like, why am I rewarding myself? What am I doing?
Yeah, that's true.
And that's why I want to take a tea break, is because it's like that should be used as a reward, something fun to do,
and that's
an extra thing.
And that's why I'm doing it.
Yeah.
I was just talking to Anthony, like almost like not diving right back into fucking smoking every day, but like
2 times a week.
Yeah, dude, literally fucking.
We gotta moderate.
Special occasions, like
make sure that's how it stays.
100%. Just kind of like you said, give yourself that pat on the back. You had a good month.
You gotta appreciate yourself.
And I also feel like another thing is like everyone kind of has, I want to say the same morals, but like the same, the same ideas. Like you treat others how you want to be treated, and just the same utilitarianism.
Where do you think morals like arranged from? Where do you think they started from? Because I have my answer, and I'll tell you at the end, but I'm curious to hear yours.
Personally, I feel like morals are deprived from how you were raised, either with siblings or without siblings. And
how do you think they started, though? They had to start from somewhere.
Are you saying like
natural instinct, like religion, culture, society?
I think it got to a point where, like, over time, like what you were saying, it got to a point where people were getting sick of the same things. If we go back,
innovation.
I think it comes with innovation and just the fact that people are so stuck up on their own culture or on their own beliefs or their own influences that they kind of forget about everything else that is going on in their life.
Right. And that comes back, dude, I've talked about this on the last 2 podcasts, but that comes back to this. Why don't humans as a whole work towards the same common shit?
And that's the hard thing, is because with these morals, there's so much diversity in the world, and with how much people choose to focus on certain things, like what we were kind of talking about in the last podcast.
Well, morals is kind of like how you treat people.
True.
And like, I think you're hitting up more on values.
Like virtues.
Yeah.
But, no, I'm saying like basic morals. I feel like people, with that comfortability aspect, I feel like the morals kind of tie into that comfortability, and they don't want to step outside of that comfort zone.
Right, and I agree with that. Bon, where do you think morals kind of derive from?
Where
do you
start?
Think, you know how you thinking? Know not to assault someone. You know not to go in public and just beat the shit out of someone. Yeah. Where do you think that derives from? Those are morals. You know what I mean? Like, you know not to just go out and disrespect the fuck out of some old lady. Yeah. Or like shit like that. Though that's
across the street.
Right, that's what a moral is. Where do you think those derive from?
That makes you think, I'll tell you that.
I don't know.
I can answer that personally, but I know it's not like you're looking for like nothing to do with like how your morals, like my personal morals, correct? You're looking more for just
well, just in general. I mean, kind of where do you think morals come from? I mean, in your perspective, it's fine if you get it from your parents, your grandparents.
That's what I say. I think morals are just kind of like they just spread. But I see you're asking where do they spread from? Mm-hmm. I don't know. I couldn't answer that, honestly.
My answer. Let me know what you think. Obviously, my answer is religion.
Oh, no, yeah.
The Bible. 100%. Think about the Bible.
When you were talking about diversity,
all the Bible is a list of rules on what to do and what not to do to get into heaven. And I've those rules are morals. Right. And over time, those morals develop. You know, at one point, it wasn't good to be gay, and it was a sin. It was bad. Our culture developed and made it a good thing.
You can't fuck your neighbor.
And then the Pope comes out and deregulates it or whatever the fuck it's called in Christianity. But
I don't know. Personally, I think with morals though, like comparing to how, for instance, Christianity spread, how it was kind of a word and like a prophet of these, you know, Jehovah's Witnesses, like kind of being the commanders of gods, trying to push on this religion. I feel like it more comes back to we are all morally, I feel like we have a monster inside of us. Like all of us, if you look at it in a right aspect, all of us have some kind of sin within us.
Which I agree with 100%.
And I feel like when it comes to morals, the main thing you should focus on is controlling that monster inside of you. It doesn't, you know, retaliate in devastation or mass negativity.
I guess what my question would be then, what originated figuring out how to control that monster? And my answer to that would be religion. It's thousands of years old. No matter what religion you look at, all they do is build morals in society. Christianity builds, you know, you have to be nice to people. Don't harm people. Don't be rude. Right. Shit. Like it builds those morals. And over time, I think so. I don't necessarily believe in Christianity, right? So I think a dude wrote the Bible. Jesus could have been a real person telling stories. Yeah. Dude wrote the Bible. Yeah. And his thought process on writing the Bible was to build good morals.
I don't know.
Where did the ancient Greeks and Romans get their morals from? Their religion. And I feel like no matter what time in history you look at, those people lived their lives based on what the religion was. What the religion told them was how to live their lives. Muslims.
Like the sheep.
Yeah.
They're following the herd.
That's what I'm
Exactly.
saying. Yeah, like we're all sheeps of the shepherd.
Right.
Yeah.
And I think that's built due to religion.
But
I think if say we had a system where that religion never existed and it was always governments,
and that's
don't
what,
you think governments could create morals?
But
could
that's
create
yeah,
positivity?
exactly, and that's what I like how you're getting into that, because I feel like personally I use the analogy of the shepherd and the sheeps, and I feel that our government on the track that it's been going. Currently, the government is the shepherd, and all these consumers within society are the sheep.
Would you say government or the media? Because I think it's more media than the
But,
government.
bro,
I
you
think
gotta
the media
think-
controls the way people
You
think.
gotta also think of all the fucking misfits and all the corruption that is within
I guess
the government.
the argument could be
That's
the
true.
government controls the media, right? I guess that could be kind of the argument
Definitely,
there.
definitely, because that's the focus they're trying to get on the people that are quote unquote brainwashed, you know?
It's just
And I don't know, like, I'm not trying to tie conspiracies into Christianity because I know people highly believe in all of that. But personally, I think everything that was written in that Bible was either written through some sort of, not intoxication, but some sort of substance.
I don't. I genuinely believe.
You think someone just wrote all that shit out and came together as a niche and then wrote all that?
No, I think it was a dude that understood the same thing I'm saying, is that religion builds morals.
Like the basic function to it.
Exactly. Religion builds those basic
like a system to follow.
Exactly. And I think the guy that wrote the Bible did that exact same thing. He said to himself, how am I going to write a book in the best way possible to create a great society in my point of view? And I think that's what the Bible is a story to depict how to build great morals in a society.
It's just hard because like Christianity is just a percentile of all the religions
but
that
every
are based.
religion you
But
look at, it builds
True,
morals.
true. Like that is the main structure. But like, say for example, I don't have too much information on Judaism and
Yeah, I'm
and
not very
all that
informed
shit,
either.
but they still believe that quote
Your drink's looking a little light, and Bon, I haven't seen you pick yours up.
I just put mine
and
like 2
quote
minutes ago.
unquote, you know, through Judaism, there's a bunch of practices that they follow in relation of God because of the arrival of God.
Right.
There's
You can't
still
have sex before marriage, or you
Yeah.
can't be buried
Yeah,
in
so
a
I-
cemetery, shit like that.
Yeah, I definitely feel that morals are the system of where it kind of first started off with Christianity. But you got to think about the before factor. Like, what were
Before that, it was Greek and Roman. It was their gods built their morals, and before that, it was like fucking cavemen and shit. You know what I'm
I
saying?
don't know.
Well, probably not. But
So you're
personally-
saying whoever,
I think that there's an overall understanding of like a god or
a higher
a
entity?
higher
higher
power,
power,
an entity,
and
yeah.
from that stems morals. I think these beers make me burp.
oh yeah, wait till tomorrow.
I think from what, like what humans are trying to do is give a reason for that higher power
Yeah.
and how to get in contact with him, and those reasons are always by doing positive things.
In order to get to him.
That's
those
what I'm saying,
positive
is
things are the morals.
That positivity you were talking about, that monster, you know, how you contain
Yeah,
it,
yeah.
and how it was created. I feel like that monster was created through that. Whatever, any negativity, any bad person like
Your demons.
went through. Yeah, you're literally your demons. It's like it built whatever monsters inside of you, and how you contain it is that positivity.
Right, and I think that's what a moral is, and I
Yeah.
think that's why morals come from religion.
I don't know. Personally, like for me, for instance, I've never been big on following a certain path when it comes to religion. Just because
religion, by saying that,
But-
it could be Scientology,
Yeah.
universal quantum
and
physics.
that's the thing. Like, I guess if you could tie quantum physics into it, like I'm not here to fucking build all these conspiracies, but pretty much, like I personally, I believe that there's some sort of afterlife. Not necessarily heaven or hell.
I think there's something.
Yeah,
100%.
but I honestly don't think it's just we're here to make our mark out of the womb, and then until that end, it's just black.
There's a reason.
See, I do, but I don't want to start like controversy.
Well,
But
that's the thing.
I
It's
think
like
genuinely,
this is not controversial. This is just opinion.
with quantum physics, genuinely with quantum physics, all it really is saying is that we're energy fields, right? So my belief in quantum physics is that when we die, our energy is just dispersed.
I don't know.
Throughout the universe,
yeah.
just
Yeah, okay. Honestly, I see that. But, like, personally, I don't have these, I guess, these moral beliefs running my life. But I believe that, like, for instance, there is some sort of entity because of how the universe was started.
My entity, I would say, is the universe.
Yes.
My higher
Yes.
power.
But,
is
like,
energy.
my biggest
You know what I mean?
question that I'm always going to carry until my deathbed is what happened before the Big Bang? How
Why?
But-
Why do you need that answer?
I don't need that answer. That's the thing, is I'm not chasing the answer. It's just something that kind of crosses my mind in here and there because it's not
Which would be the normal
True,
instinct
true,
of death.
true.
wanting to
But
know
I'm
what it
saying,
is.
like, in the fact that, you know, there's no way nothing can amount from nothing. There has to be something in order. And
To create
before,
something.
yeah, and before the Big Bang, there was nothing. So to
well, it's not that there was nothing.
I know,
there was
but-
just two floating particles.
But that's what I'm saying. Before those particles, what were
That's where
they?
you get into the multiverse theory, and that our universe
is
is Big
connected
Bang
through.
was a separate Big Bang than every other Big Bang, and it's just it's a fractal. Do you
Yeah.
know what a fractal is, Bon? So a fractal is
This shit's crazy.
it's a geometric pattern in life, in nature, in anything that
Our anatomy.
right, that repeats itself no matter how much you zoom in. So I could zoom in from you right now, and you know like how a galaxy creates like a swirl?
okay.
That's a cell shape. So I could zoom in your body unlimited amounts and see that pattern,
Same exact.
that swirl. And then I can zoom out and see that pattern an unlimited amount.
Yep.
Solar systems, galaxies,
To atoms.
stars, to atoms. It all has this swirl pattern. That's what a fractal is I can zoom in and zoom out no matter how far I want
And they're gonna be throughout life.
and see the same shit.
Yeah.
And I think that quantum physics and the universe and cells and energy is a fractal.
Yeah.
It's the same. We're connected internally to the universe, and that's what manifesting is. We're internally connected to the universe to where if we put positive energy out, we'll receive it back. If we put negative energy out, we'll receive it back.
I believe in that.
And I
too.
think that's
Speaking
due
the
to
truth.
connectivity with the universe. Now I think when things die, that energy is disposed into a new asset of the universe. And I think that's happening constantly over billions of years. Because energy cannot be created, well, matter cannot be created nor destroyed.
Yep.
So if my matter is forever in this galaxy, in this universe,
It's gonna get.
then it needs to be dispelled into different areas, different assets of the universe. So what stops that from being a meteor,
Yeah.
an asteroid, a star,
A planet.
a
Anything within
fucking
a black hole.
a shard of grass on Earth?
I don't know. I that shit really just like tying morals and all this into just astrology. Like that shit just
Space fucks me up, man.
yeah.
It really
No,
does.
yeah, bro, I'm sitting here
fucks
like-
me up.
really fucking.
Once you watch The
Yeah.
Secret,
Like-
you're gonna be even more like, what the
Yeah.
fuck? Because it's a lot of what I'm talking
Yeah.
about. Yeah, it's
Is
really
it like a
quantum
documentary?
physics. Really, man. I'll send you that podcast link of the Impulsive episode, but
It's crazy.
it will change your motherfucking life, man. It's at least it did for me. It was right after I got my ankle surgery. I had no motivation, smoking a bunch of weed, not doing anything, not working, no money, losing friends, like bad relationship status. Watch that podcast, man. It sounds like a different reality, but it literally changed everything.
You said it's on Impulsive.
Yeah, I'll send you it.
Okay.
It's a
Yeah.
Charlie Rocket, but
I
his
think it's just perspective on
and
life.
his added reality and his added perspective changed everything for me. It really gave me an outlook of like, damn, this dude was 300 pounds and got onto the cover of Nike. like magazine.
By working out?
Just by like his mindset. And he's just a normal ass dude. Like I follow him on Instagram, like he's just a normal ass dude. And he's been able to do crazy. Do you know what an Ironman challenge is? It's where you do like a triathlon, a marathon, like a bunch of crazy shit, like all in one race. And he was like 300 pounds and went from 300 pounds to doing that in like a year, just from his mindset.
Damn.
Yeah. For real, it's like as simple as it
sounds. Mindset literally forms
it's
your
mind
life.
over matter. Like for real, like once you have that geometric, just literally laid out, it's literally nothing can get in your way. Like the ball, like what what Steve was saying, literally the ball keeps fucking rolling.
Momentum,
no matter what
he calls it Big Mo, and that's what I like calling it too. Big Mo, man. Once you get Big Mo as part of the game, it's over.
Yep.
It's game over. You lost. Like the other people lost because once you get momentum, you're rolling over everything.
You're running circles around fucking everything.
Right, that momentum. There's nothing more. What is more powerful than momentum when it comes to the mind?
Nothing.
Positivity and momentum are so powerful. If you have confidence with what you're doing, it doesn't matter who's in front of you telling you it's bad.
You're beating everyone else around.
You're beating them. Exactly. You're winning. You won the game already.
Yeah.
It just hasn't. The game's not over, but you won already.
Confidence and truth.
Yeah.
You know what's crazy? We're sitting here with like I feel like we got some pretty good perspectives on just like life.
Right. Yeah.
Think about the people who have like just shitty, poor... Like,
waiting for those likes on their posts.
Yeah, they're sitting there waiting for
that Snapchat back kind of shit. That's like the highlight of their day.
It's like, you think that like there's a light? Like what is it?
I feel like at some point there needs to be a moment. I feel like everybody has in the back of their mind, everybody has a want to get out of the situation they're in.
It's just not to do.
Yeah. Right. It's just how active you are on getting that done. It's how bad you want it.
Right, like you were saying earlier.
And I feel like from what you were asking, it really just depends on how bad they want it. How bad someone who's sitting there looking at Instagram like, damn, I want these likes, but in the back of their mind, they're like, damn, I know this isn't right.
Yeah.
It's how bad they want to make that. I know this isn't right.
And it's it's that metaphor of that voice telling you not to, when you should be using that voice to acting.
To drive you.
Yeah. 100%. Yeah.
It's true. It's not even it's so simple. Like if you lay it out, this is elementary fucking. This is kid shit.
It's simple, but it's not. It's easy to lay it out, but it's hard to act on.
True. But I'm saying like for instance, Jordan Peterson always makes, I guess, the analogy and just the comparison to kids. Kids are always out onto that next thing, trying to do that next thing, no matter.
I think thinking back to when you were a kid is one of the most valuable attributes of the mind.
Think about it, we're all just still we're kids.
Because when you were a kid, your emotions were so raw.
Mm-hmm.
You
didn't have bad shit.
I could go outside and play and do the same shit for 15 hours straight.
Playing fucking football,
sunrise,
BO2.
Yeah, sunrise to sunset didn't matter.
All
every single fucking day. And it was all because I wanted to.
Yep.
If I want to do
that want factor.
Exactly.
And that's what I feel like. As you grow up, you have those influences and those judgments dictate. And then you...
Especially now.
And that's the thing is like people never act on it. And if you, for instance, just have a simple conversation like this, they'll talk about all this stuff.
Do you think it's because people think it's impossible? Because of
I think
conspiracies.
Well, that's the thing. Is like what I was saying with the metaphor. I think it's the people letting that voice inside their head saying like, "You're not good enough." The
fear.
Yeah. And the anticipation. Like,
where does that come from?
Yeah.
Though? Judgment. Where do you think that comes from? Judgment.
I feel like
this is how I like breaking down things because I think if you can get things to a base answer, it usually ends up in the same spot.
Well, yeah, and as fucked up as it sounds, like media has a
root.
Yeah.
Big role. Like media is just it's so fucked because just what it does to the average person, and it feeds to those inside voices.
Oh yeah, it's literally it's like a monster.
Yeah.
Like it's gonna feed off of that.
Media is a big issue.
And if you know how to, I guess appropriatize how to use media, and not let media's judgment and the envy and all the bullshit that media carries and just use it for what it is. Either like for instance what you said, like if you're taking a shit and you're on your phone.
Right. I'm gonna make sure this is recording.
Yeah. I was gonna say I gotta fucking piss.
Yeah, just make sure. We'll be done soon. We're at an hour 25 already.
God damn. Yeah, what?
Is it recording?
Yeah, it's recording.
Hey, shout out No Limit.
We back, baby. Sorry, I had to cut it down. I had to check if we were recording.
What's up, booze?
Yeah, we're at an hour 26, man. This has been a really solid podcast.
Oh yeah,
Good.
definitely.
Yeah,
This is
for real.
happy with this.
First time I've ever been fucking hopped in front of a camera like this with the mic in front of me. Like,
And it
how's
yeah.
it feel? Like, does it feel kind of? You
As-
seem
as-
pretty natural.
as it progressed,
Yeah.
it felt better. You know.
It's just you gotta ignore the lights.
Oh yeah, literally when we got
You
up,
gotta just ignore that half of the room and just have a conversation.
I think I looked over there once, and earlier today, like an hour, fucking 20 ago, I was like, you know, I kept glimpsing
Like,
over there and like,
tweaking. Yeah.
you get inside your head a little bit, and you're like, you know,
Should I be smiling?
Yeah, it's like what do I do? What do I do with my hands? Type of deal, you know.
Fuck it, man. If they like it, they like it. Go
they don't,
stick around. If
yeah.
they don't, sorry to lose
I think
you, man.
the conversations
Yeah,
just distracted me from
Yeah.
even like
That's the
cameras,
good part.
you
That's
know?
kind of what I want, is to get us sucked in to where we're not really even focused.
And
on
bro,
it.
like even like for me, for instance, like the other day, like when we recorded on the way home from like your house, I was like telling myself, I was like, Lucas, you gotta be more. You gotta use your voice, because I know that I catch myself sometimes slurring a little bit. And
I think you're doing a lot better.
bit.
You're definitely you're projecting.
Yeah, but I catch my, like, I was driving home and I was like, you gotta stop mumbling, you gotta fucking project your voice, you gotta, and I just like kept,
Oh, dude, that's how I feel right
Yeah,
now. Dude.
yeah.
Oh, you've been doing great. Probably one of the best. Yeah.
Really,
Yeah.
because naturally, like even fucking Anthony, you know, no shade again, but he's always like giving me shit for like being a mumbler, you know, like, and that's just how I always was.
No, I know, and it's the same with me. Like my family, like I've always been
Yeah,
a mumbler,
dude,
and
that
then,
can-
That can
Yeah.
show overthinking,
Yeah.
anxiety, definitely.
But-
But I think you guys have both done a
Yeah.
very good job.
and
on
and the
this.
fact of me telling myself, like, Lucas, next time you're on the cast, like, just make your words more formatted, make it more, we're like, you, for instance, you can hear everything I'm saying, I'm not what the fuck
Right.
I'm saying.
And I think that's like self-confidence and just a knowing of like.
No, I know, but I'm saying, like, for my third time being on this, I feel the best that I
You
have.
progressed a lot.
Yeah.
And then all of us will bond,
Yeah.
you know, 3 more times on here. You'll
Exactly,
feel like
exactly, and it's
It'll feel
only
more natural.
3, bro. 3 is fucking that much, and
3
there's gonna
hours
be
essentially.
yeah.
You know, a couple, whatever it may be.
No, yeah, dude, I definitely would not mind like being on this again at all. Like
That's great, and I'm happy to hear that. And I really
Yeah.
appreciate that. And, that's the
crazy.
common theme around here.
It's this energy, bro.
We
It's
just
crazy.
gotta hope that that's.
No, yeah, leading back to earlier, you were saying how you create that like that. You literally bring that energy to the room. It's like
Yeah.
It's just-
Yeah. I'm grateful.
it's the comfortability.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
And
saying?
it's like that vulnerability too. The vulnerability, being able to like say what you're working on and say what you want
And like,
say what you're struggling on mentally. That vulnerability to be able to feel comfortable and come out and say those things is super important.
yeah,
100%.
and not even trying to like get in your mind about it, because
There's no reason.
yeah,
We're
there's
not-
no
I'm not-
reason. Yeah.
I'm not gonna think about a single thing either of you said tomorrow morning.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like that.
No, yeah.
That's my mind process.
With the-
and I feel like if that was everybody's, that would be a good
Every
Yeah.
day would be a fresh, like a clean slate.
Exactly, and it's just like in reality too, with people's attention spans. People get caught up so much on realizing or worrying about shit that people have already forgot about. It is already out of their fucking
they're-
head.
You ever
thinking
like
about
overthink
Kylie.
like something that happened like
Yeah.
like a week ago? And you're sitting
Yeah.
like,
Who just got
because
married?
really
They're
deep.
thinking about like Khloe Jenner's new
Exactly.
engagement. You know,
Yeah.
they're not thinking about what you said to them or whatever.
Yeah.
Because it's like, yo, you know, like, damn, I said hi like that morning.
Yeah.
You know,
I
it's
can't believe I
like,
stuttered.
Yeah.
like
that
yeah,
kind of
literally,
shit,
it'll be
you
the
know?
the slightest fucking
Yeah.
thing.
And it's like
But
tying.
when he squirts cologne on
Yeah.
us, man.
Exactly.
And it's just tying into that like monster aspect where everyone's dealing with their own shit, and
Yeah.
like the little slip ups and the little faults that you have,
It don't matter.
it doesn't matter.
That's why I like thinking
Yeah.
on 5-year
I
time
heard-
frames.
Yeah.
on this, I don't know. I'm not gonna like, don't fact check me, but I heard it was one of those like the short clips or whatever. But it was like, once you realize everybody like has shit going on, and some people just know how to cover their shit more than other people, it's like it's a different game.
It
Yeah.
balance
You know?
itself out.
Yeah, your most powerful thing is your voice, and if you can use it in a manner where you think before you speak, and that's what a lot of people fuck up on is they.
Well, even if you don't think before you speak,
Well,
you shouldn't have the
true,
fear of
but
judgment.
I'm
afterwards.
saying like nerves, for instance.
Right.
Like, say, I'm just gonna put this as an example. Say you have a presentation that's at the end of the week.
Dude, I
And
used to
you're-
hate
And
presentations.
you're thinking about this presentation, you're thinking about this presentation, you're thinking about it, and then it comes to that day and you're doing it. If your nerves are way too higher than your
You
confidence,
weren't prepared.
yeah. And then you get to there and you're stuttering and you're fucking up. Where if you don't, I'm not saying come with a plan, but like with podcasts, you can't really come with a plan for
You
a
can't
podcast.
direct an hour and a
Yeah,
half
flow,
conversation
right.
unless
Yeah.
you're with like
Yeah, because
a
that's where
psychologist
yeah.
or a therapist.
Or you got that fucking
Yeah.
screen with like words, you know what I'm
Right.
saying?
And that's-
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
the word I was
Yeah.
like.
And that's where people catch up on their nerves and what they're gonna say and what they're thinking in their head.
And
Like,
that all stems, like I said earlier, breaking it down to a base issue.
yeah.
Judgment.
Yeah,
Yeah.
literally.
Judgment. It's all judgment. It's
Focusing
you're
on
worried
the
about
now.
the other
Yeah.
person in front of you. But why? There is so many people
Yep.
on this goddamn planet Earth.
Again, the why is literally because of like social media. You know, it literally makes you worry and focus about.
and they let that why drive your life.
You know, you're thinking about your high school ex. Oh my God, is she gonna see this? Is she gonna think it's funny?
100%.
Is she
You
gonna,
worry about,
is
like-
she gonna laugh at it?
Yeah.
I can't believe I
Fuck
made myself this
you.
smart. Right?
No,
Fuck you.
100%.
There's
Go fuck you.
billion. I genuinely don't think we can comprehend that number.
It is
Billion
seven
people.
zero 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 zero
Like a
How
loaded
many
college
commas are in a fucking
stadium.
billion?
4.
A loaded college stadium is 100,000 people,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Imagine 700 or 7,000 times that.
Yep.
That's what 7 billion people is.
Yep.
So
I mean,
imagine
shit, you
seven.
look at that picture, you see hella people up in there now. Imagine
And
that.
yeah, that's another thing I put in perspective.
7,000 of these.
Like I always
That's what
Damn.
Earth is.
I always use like the analogy with like streaming and the people that are on like you got to think like United Center for instance. I think full capacity at the United Center is only 26,000 people, for instance. And then if you put that into like aspect of the people, like it.
So imagine how many United Centers are in the planet.
Exactly.
And you're worried about one.
Yeah.
One person.
One
that's
person that
7.
you just happen to meet and happen to get
Yeah.
along with. You're worried about one goddamn random person
And
that you've
judgment,
known for
bro.
a year.
Yeah.
A year. We have 60, 70, 80 years left of our lives. And you're worried about a person you met for
That's you. That's true. I
You
feel
met
like
him
it's,
a year ago. Who it was a learning opportunity to look at the positives and move on. Move on.
Yeah.
You got that's why you
Can't
gotta
be
have your
envious.
vision razor sharp. You got because if you have your vision with what you want to do with your life razor sharp, things can't change that.
Yep.
They'll get sliced right by it.
People can't. Shit can't. Life
only you
can't.
can literally.
You can change it, yeah, definitely. But
And that's another thing I feel like a lot of people get caught up on is like the blame game. Like when it comes to responsibilities and what you want to do, it's literally if you're blaming everything around you, that's when you need to get your shit intact.
that's when it comes out of
Yeah.
Blame the
honesty.
victim.
See, this is
Yeah.
another
Yeah.
break it down to the basic
Yeah.
point. It's honesty. You can't.
Honestly.
If you're not honest with yourself, you're not gonna be honest to other people.
That's
Yeah.
true.
If you can't if you can't look in the mirror and be like I'm a bum when you're bumming, then no one's ever gonna do it
Yeah.
for you. No
if you're
one will ever.
if you have this if you're a bum and you're wearing or you're mentally wearing this I'm a suit and whatever type of guy 7 days a week when it's not you're just gonna bring a bunch of bullshit into your
You're
life.
just
You're
adding
living a
negativity.
lie.
That negativity,
Yep.
bro.
Yep.
And that's where manifesting comes in. Where if you put positive energy out, you get it back.
You get it
if
back.
you put negative
that's
energy
true.
out, you get it back.
And it's even with
And
kindness.
that's why I love and believe quantum physics.
Like the simplicity of kindness. Like if you just
If everyone was kind, man, game changer.
yeah.
Kindness. That's been pretty like big ever since I started working at Sam's Club. It's just like that. Have a
Thank
good day.
you.
Yeah.
Right,
literally.
have a great day. I hope your day's going.
Yeah,
That
literally.
gratitude.
Dude, the amount of people I feel like when I say like I'll like be like stocking something, right? I'll be like, I'll make some like, oh, it's like, good, how are you? Good morning, and they'll be like, whatever, doing good, yada yada, and it's like, all right, yeah, you have a good day. Like I'll tell them, and they're like, oh, you have a good day too.
Yeah.
The reason I like doing that, and it sounds kind of selfish, but I like it for my own kind of gratification.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, you never know when you're gonna walk up to that one person that knows someone, and you're like, hey, I hope your day's going great.
Yeah,
man.
like I see that you're working hard.
You checked out our kindness. You checked out our new products. Like, come look at this thing. Like, it's pretty sweet.
Yeah.
Build that relationship with them. You see them a couple more times in the store.
I see that you're working hard.
Now you have a connection. Mm-hmm. Now you have a bridge.
Dude, that kind of like happened, not like a crazy connection, but there's this guy who does Instacart. Literally started talking to him. Like, he came by like 2-3 times in that day, and like the third time. He was, he comes out of nowhere. He's like, "What's up, bro?" Like just comes up to me, and I was like, I talked to him.
What's up, dog?
Yeah, he's like talking to me like I'm a homie or something, and I was like, "Yo, like that's cool."
It.
Yeah, I appreciate that.
The opportunity I missed out on at Sam's would be. Do you remember Mateo? He kind of looked like Vic.
Yeah.
As a junior.
Yeah.
Did you know his brother is the jeweler of NLE Choppa and Nelk Boys? He makes.
I did not know that.
Yeah, he makes all of their jewelry.
So connection with Steve.
And he was at Sam's, and I didn't say a damn.
The jeweler was?
Yeah, and I didn't say a damn word to him. Isn't it cool that it's Mateo's brother though?
That is like super cool.
Yeah.
It's a small town. Or small world.
Yeah.
That's another thing.
They've been out here.
Though.
They've been. NLE Choppa's been out here and shit. Yeah. All because of him. He lives out here. But he makes all their jewelry, and I saw him shopping at Sam's. He had his shirt on and everything, and I'm like, fuck, dude, I just watched this dude in a Nelk video, and he's right here.
What dude is he? I feel like...
He's a big, he's a big guy.
Big man?
It's Mateo's brother. Yeah.
Damn.
And he was shopping at Sam's, and I'm like, damn, dude, you were just in a Nelk video, and like, you're standing right here. But my flaw was where I didn't go out of my way to try and network him. Hey, do you need help finding anything? Is there anything I can help you doing? I'm Steven. I'm a team lead here. Nice to meet you. I haven't seen you here before. Is this your first time shopping? Is there anything I need to help you with? Yeah. I could have engaged a conversation to potentially build a relationship.
And that's what I love.
At least you know that, though. You know what you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah,
exactly. And that's a super powerful thing, networking.
Yeah,
and that's why LinkedIn is.
As weird as it sounds, even in retail, like the same with me. Like I had so many like just old people and shit that I've talked to, and some of the like people that they know. It's like it's so.
You just be nice to everyone.
So that's kind of where I messed up over at the dealership when I was working there. Hire client. I mean, it wasn't like Lamborghini dealership, but
still hire clients.
BMW. Still,
yeah.
I would sometimes drive customers
Luxury.
home. Out here, actually, I dropped the car off a couple times and like picked it up, and like just customers all over the place. I never really like cared to like try to network.
Yeah, give a fuck.
And that care can open fucking doors.
It's crazy.
You didn't know were possible.
Like I've had customers even like when I'm helping customers out, and they're like, "Damn, you're a hard worker. Like how long you?" And then they kind of talk about their story.
How old are you? And then you're like, "Oh, I'm 19," and they're like, "Damn."
Like I've had multiple like customers come up to me and they're like, "Yeah, I got a son that's kind of looking for a job. Like, is this place like pretty good to work at?" I'm like, "Yeah, like get him applied here. Like it's decent. Like all this shit, like all this shit."
You just open that door for
them. Yeah. And then they tell about like they either give like a card or a business card, like, "Hey, if you ever something happens with this job, like reach out to me." And
there's like math on it, and if you do like every person you know knows 2 other people, and they know 2 other, it's like math.
It's crazy. It's so crazy.
There's a certain point to where if you know like a couple hundred people, it's like you essentially have connections with like half the world.
It's fucking crazy
because through the networking.
That's crazy.
Yeah. And with technology and where it's at, it's limitless,
and that's why I think it's so in.
Yeah, no limit.
Yep.
Well, we're at an hour 40 here, boys, and I gotta piss.
Yeah, I gotta piss.
Think we should call it, save some content for the next one.
Yeah,
I mean we ended on No Limit, so
it's a No Limit podcast right there. That was No Limit. That was a great fucking podcast.
Yeah.
If you don't gain value from that, I don't know what's wrong with you.
Facts. Fix your shit, bro.
For real.
We're all characters in this universe.
That's episode 3, boys. Put it in the books. Put it in the catalogs. The spreadsheets. Everything you need to know. Thanks for watching.
Love you, boys.
Oh, yeah.
Take it easy.
Boom.